Luckily, you could apparently attack them from inside the house, so that's great. That worked out splendidly for me, to be honest with you. Oh, hey dude. Yeah, alright everybody, we are here today circling back to a little banger we have previously covered. This right here is Terminus Zombie Survivors. Now this one is one that I thoroughly enjoyed. I personally saw this as a combination of like Project Zomboid meets Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Just very in-depth, very rich crafting system. You have to worry about, sleeping properly, making sure you're indoors, weather effects, etc, etc. It just goes really, really hard into survival mechanics. So because of that, I thoroughly enjoyed this, but that was very early in development. Now we're in version 9.7. There's been so many updates since I last played, but it looks like the game's almost done too. So I wanted to take a little peek now before it's completed to see everything they've added. I believe they've also added vehicles since the last play too, so that'd be kind of intriguing if we actually do find a vehicle and we could travel to our destination a little bit better. Okay, so as always, there's going to be unlockables here, which I haven't unlocked any. But as you can see, there's a gold mark here because we actually beat the game the last time and the only time we played it. It was like a couple of videos that I did and we actually got to the ending. Very, very close one that run was, but it was a fun one. With the firefighter, let's just go with a hardcore soldier. Strength 3, health 3, combat 5, extra points 3, and it gives us a chance to fight. Observation, you can see further. Actually, that would be very good. Maybe we do put all 3 in there. Let's put 2, and agility is avoid zombie attacks, dexterity, crafting speed and quality, health, and strength. Move AP is increased. Let me go strength. Let me pick up coffee preference and cigarettes. It's a very good combination for me, honestly. I could either go cigarettes and coffee or cigarettes and alcohol, but let's just go cigarettes and coffee. Let's see. Infected zombies are attacking people. Your house is still safe, but electricity and water have been cut off. Does that sound familiar? It should. There's a few supplies left, and in your last communication, you learn that the surviving people have gathered in Terminus. You can get a radio and listen for the broadcast or follow the railroad tracks. Hey, look at that. Your boy actually remembered a couple of things. Doesn't happen too often, so don't get used to it, is all I'm going to say. Okay, so here we could always do things like temperature checks, The blue is not good because it starts getting cold and then that starts dropping, so there's a morale, then we get sick. Not a good thing to kind of, do. And let's see. We have our map. We're here. We don't know where Terminus is, but let's assume maybe these are the railroad tracks, perhaps. Who knows? It could be somewhere around here. Avoid those dangerous places. More than likely, we could find map pieces to kind of map out the area to know what's the safer route. There's plenty of things that we can do here. We can also craft and obviously move and sleep whenever we're tired. So let's start off by going through everything that we have. This is a type of game too where it's best for you to move further distances than move one square at a time as well. I forget what game it was. Wasn't it like Neo Scavenger, where there's a more benefit from like moving further than like, one tile at a time? But this game does have that same mechanic. We found ourselves an alcohol and shovel. Now, is that booze alcohol or is that like, Yes, it is booze. That's like rubbing alcohol for like making bandages. And we can't drink it because, well, guess what? We didn't get the alcohol tray. We got coffee and cigarettes. So had I gotten the alcohol tray, we could have drank this for a little bit of a morale boost. But we do have shovel, which can be used as a weapon, and also for removing debris in the field. So sometimes you'll find locations you can actually get through that are sometimes blocked by debris. So if you have a shovel, you remove the debris and you can take a little shortcut. So that's a pretty good item to have, I would say. Let's come over here now and check what we got. Very much like in Zomboid, you can get spotted by zombies through the windows. You can actually cover the windows with, blankets. You could also, board up doors. So again, there's a lot of DDA and a lot of Project Zomboid in this one. We got some antibiotics and electronic parts. We also have a zombie over there, by the way. There's no reason to fight the zombies, so I'm going to continue moving. And hightail it out of here as soon as possible. Kitchen knife and a flashlight, very good. Flashlight, because now when it gets dark, we can actually see things. This game gets very, very dark, and normally when it's nighttime, you just want to chill inside. Or maybe just rest up. Weak medicine, machete, and a lumber. That is very, very sexy things that we have found there. This will be our last search. Canned meal. Now, I'm not sure if this door leads to the outside or to like another room. I guess we'll find out. Right now, we're basically done for moving. I guess I could move over here, but I'll just save that and have it roll over for next turn. At the moment, we have a couple of weapons. Lumber can be used to be crafted into something else, I'm pretty sure, right? Yes, we can make a wooden needle with that lumber. With a knife that we have, and with lumber. And then we use that wooden needle to craft ourselves some clothes or to mend clothing as well when it starts getting cold. So, should we do that now? I think it takes a little while to actually happen, so it's not something that's really important at the moment, so let's just end our turn. 7 in the morning. So this is when we want to take advantage and just move as much as possible. And this led to another room. Somewhere like this might be the last room here in this house, our house, I guess. And then we hit the road, we have an exit to the right, to the left, and down. I don't want to go down. I mean, we don't know where Sanctuary is, but I imagine it'd probably be up instead of down, so I might want to go right once we exit. But we're not going right until we check everything else in here. Mind you, I just walked into this room when there was like a little dark spot right there. Zombies can indeed hide in those dark spots, so you gotta be careful about moving into unknown locations like that. But since we're in our house, I imagine it might be safe. A starting location. I don't think the game would probably start zombies in there with you. So let's just end our turn. And let's exit through here. Now, normally before us to get out of there, it requires 10 AP. So just getting over here is going to require a lot of AP. How much AP do we have right now? 11. So we're not going to be able to leave in one turn. We could probably get close to it.
Surprise, mother...
There's a zombie literally right there, so now this zombie has seen me, is going to come over here and try to attack. So here is what I will do. I'm going to see if we can just avoid this combat. I don't have to. I'm gonna pop this window open. And I am gonna end turn here. With any luck, the zombie comes over here, attacks the door to try to get in. And we sneak out the back window, is my idea. Do I have enough AP to get over here? No, it's gonna require 3.8, and we need 10 to dip. So we can't do it in one fell turn. He's doing exactly what I was hoping for. So now we get on out of here. Later, zombie. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning. Actually, I didn't really have to get up earlier in the morning. I don't think zombies even sleep, but, you know, I did trick him. That's the important part. There's a zombie right there, too. Hasn't noticed me just yet, so that's fine. There's also a little broken window here. Which means zombie could be in there. Could. But we don't know that just yet. Let's, do that. End turn. Okay. Everything is fine. Let's come on over here. Do a little search. Recipe book 2 and battery. Now these books can be used for, let's see. Recipe book, every 40 pages you read, you will learn to make crude arrows, wooden arrows, knife, spear. Ooh, zombie moan. Whether you want to or not, lads, we might have a little bit of zombie issues here. So let me close this door. Let's end turn here. Okay. There is our boy, and he spotted us, so we're gonna go ahead and just get to it. Dunners. No problem. So, you could take out their legs, which means then they have to crawl to you, takes them longer. If you take out their body, you remove their arms, and then they can't grab you and claw you. They could only still try to bite you though, obviously. But what's really cool is that there's ways to kind of like, you know, single out body parts, and the head is going to be the instant kill. The legs is to immobilize them, to some degree. And arms is to avoid grabs and stuff like that, so you don't necessarily have to kill everything every single time. And sometimes it's useful because I believe some of the zombies sometimes have like armor and like headgear, which makes them very difficult to kill. So there's ways to kind of get around that. Pliers and scrap metal. Fresh meat, fresh bread, fresh carrot. Now, morale is low, energy low. We might have to take a little rest, but you know, it's 12 in the afternoon. We got plenty of time right now, so. I mean, there's still a zombie over there too, and we have all these windows out here, which worries me. Okay, let's get out at least a window, Pat, at the very least. Hunger 10. We could probably have some food, and because we picked up some things that might, you know, these things are fresh right now, but after 7 more turns, They're no longer fresh and don't give you an extra morale boost. So right now, this actually gives me an increased morale. So we will eat this. Fresh meat, don't want to do that because it might cause disease. We need to cook it, obviously. Let's have ourselves a carrot. So that'll be for morale and obviously hunger. So we're back up to 19. That's perfectly fine. I need to find some cigarettes, though, or some coffee for us to get some morale back. And obviously, energy's dipping every single moment, and that worries me quite a bit, too. Let's end our turn here. Nighttime's going to be coming pretty soon. I'm not sure if I want to leave this place. I kind of do. And be in a different map before nighttime falls and hopefully inside of somewhere else. Got an axe. That's very sexy. Now, the problem right now is that we don't have an exit. At all. So. Now we do. Let's write W as map. We're here. We have a location over on that side. We don't know if there's a location upwards. There probably is, but that's also where we saw a zombie. So right now, this requires 9. I am going to end turn here. Let's get on out of here. Oof, we're going to be landing at a location. Now, this is very important. We're going to be landing at a new map, not knowing what's there, with 0.6 movements, which means we get there, we have to end our turn. We can't move. Do I want to move now, or do I want to move with a little bit of action points later? Later, absolutely. So you know what, let's, once again, skip that one. Now we have enough to, move. We discovered a house, which is great. I'd rather be in a house for nighttime, because it's coming up pretty soon. Oh, it's almost here. Nighttime's almost here. Right now we're at 4, right? Zombie mode inside. Well, if we're going to be spending here the night, we might as well deal with this fine gentleman here as soon as possible. So, zombie 3.3 head. Machete. 50% more durability loss when you go for hits. Yeah, so basically, every single time we use a weapon, durability drops. The other downside of going for the heads too is the fact that your durability for the weapon drops faster than usual as well. Either way, we need them out of here if we're going to be spending the night. So, durability loss or not, don't matter. We do have a rag here. Ooh, zombie over there. Okay, so hold up. Here's what we gotta do. How do I pick up the rag? Pick up with G. I need to move here. Oh! How? He was looking the other way! This angers me a lot. Because now we have to deal with this dude, because he's gonna come. I mean, he doesn't have any legs by the looks of things. He's gonna be dragging himself. But he's gonna eventually. Can he reach the window with no legs? Is another question. You know what? I don't know. I can't cover it up now because now I'm very curious about what the outcome of the situation is going to be like. End turn here. I don't know if he could attack this window without legs. But I gotta assume that he is. Luckily, you could apparently attack him from inside the house, so that's great. That worked out splendidly for me, to be honest with you. Oh, hey, dude. Man, you are one quiet zombie, because I had no idea you were there. Now, mind you, luckily, we ran to the zombie when I still had action points. Every attack that we take is an action point. So if you have none, and you run into this guy, you have to end your turn, and homeboy then comes at you the next turn and possibly bites you and infects you, so... Luckily, we saw him earlier. Look, dog, I didn't want to do this, but, we might be here for the entirety of this night, so cover up. Not enough AP. We haven't searched that, have we? So, it's looking like sunset 1 hour. We don't have any more rags to cover this window up, so we gotta be careful about doing much business over there. Map fragment and a raincoat. Great. So now we have a sweater for when it's just cold, and we have a raincoat when it gets cold, or when it starts raining, obviously. So we could handle that. We're tired. Yeah, we're gonna be sleeping here. We can also probably pop some pills so we have better sleep quality, so it's gonna be pretty good. And the map fragment, I think actually I have to read the map fragment first, don't I? Use it. You know the location of the electronics store, fire station, grocery store, hardware store, police station, railroad house 7? Basically, we got a big chunk of the map over here. But we know there's a railroad over there. It's a railroad that isn't in operation. It's connected by the Terminus. Perfect. Cooked Mio is going to be sale soon. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I completely forgot that even existed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last turn. Oof. Thank you so much for reminding me, game. Pop. Sleeping pills. Sleep mode. End turn. I believe you also recover morale when you're sleeping, though. So you know what? Since we're spending the night over here anyway, we're gonna get a morale back, which is still great. As you can see, though, my action points aren't going up. So that's a trade-off when you sleep. You get your energy back and your morale, but no action points. And from here, we're basically hightailing daytime. So 15 morale and 20 energy, it's perfect, is what it is. Wake your ass up, boyo. It's time for us to hit the road. Any food? Yeah, let's have ourselves... Oh, fresh orange, how about that? This one's stale, so let's eat this one first. And that's really all there is to it at the moment. What do you mean you know how to get there? Oh, you're uncovered? Oddly enough, from here there's no exit upwards, huh? Only to the right. Careful. Careful, yeah. No exit upper, so only to the right. And turn here just so we have enough AP to make it out of here. So this will be 3.5 and 9 to move. Again, we're not jumping this turn. Just want to make sure that we're... Next turn we jump, and we can move. Perfect. Discovered another house. So we're basically in a very rural area by the looks of it, huh? Haven't really found any, like, police stations, any hardware stores, everything that we hit up. Literally house, 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 house. But we are making our way over to here, so if we're under the impression this is a railroad, would not be a bad thing, especially when we have that over there, right? Maybe it's like, boom, 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 boom. Could be. Could be. Now, let's see about dipping into this house here. Take a little peek in there, everything seems fine. Let's pop this open. Now, very much like in Zomboid, these doors and windows won't always be unlocked. If they are locked, you gotta use your weapons or your items to pop them open. Otherwise, you can't break them, but if you break them, you make noise, and obviously, I don't gotta tell you why it's a bad thing in a zombie game. So far, early on, it does normally seem that usually it lets you... Everything's normally unlocked early on. It's once you get further into the game that things start getting locked, and it's gonna be like a hassle to get through it. And turn here. What do we got? Sweater. I'm kind of curious if I could break... I can make a makeshift lighter, but already have a lighter with a needle. Yeah, you can dismantle the sweaters for rags. I was curious about that. Pop this open. Yep, that's probably it. Yeah, okay, I think. Check what we found. Furniture. Sleeping quality 50%. So how do we... I mean, it doesn't really matter because we got some pretty good sleep because of our pills. But had we had that when we slept last night, we would have had even better sleep. There it is. There was a door after all. I thought it was like weird. I was like, are you telling me the only way to get into this room is from the outside in? It's unconnected from everything else? Potato and cooked meal. Good. Another thing I can do is I could destroy furniture with my axe, by the way, in case you want to get more planks or if you want to build something specific. As a matter of fact, I believe you could break down any furniture, not just sofas. You could break down things such as this, right? We can break furniture, but not enough action points in this turn. But if I was to do that, you can see now this lit up. Make planks by breaking furniture. So if you're looking to, fortify doors, holding off some sort of swarm, that's one way to kind of get planks on the fly. Rifle and fighting knife. Got some really good weapons here. We got guns, we got rifles. Problem is, do we have any bullets still? That's a very good question. I don't think we do. Zombie police officer white vision. Look at that HP on this thing. It's gonna go through the window as well, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So you know what? Please don't be a zombie outside. Thank you. End turn. I want to see if I could dip around. And maybe there's an exit to the east. Now, homeboy making noise is going to alert any more zombies in the area. Is the only downside of my venture here at the moment. There could be another arrow over here. Very much like there's 2 arrows here going down. If I continue going up here, there could be another arrow through that side. Because right now, if we take that arrow, it's going up to that side. I gotta imagine there's gotta be something over here, right? So I'm gonna keep pushing up this way. Hopefully I'm not wrong here. That zombie's gonna go through that window anyway trying to get me, so that's fine. He's gotta go through a couple of steps to actually even make it to my location. Are you kidding me with this? Damn it. End turn. Let him go through that window if he needs to. Oh, he's inside. Look at that. He's over here bringing down walls to find me. It's a very strong boy. Usually it takes more than 1 turn to bring down like an entire... Oh, there it is. Glad we stuck to it. I was second guessing myself for a second. And we have survived long enough to level up. What do we want? Combat instinct goes up to 100%, so now our melee attack damage 100% as opposed to 50. Negative 25 AP consumption when searching, which we do very often, and clean attack. Now we dip. Library. And a zombie right there who hasn't spotted me. Like, I'm not 100% sure if the red means how far he can move to attack, or if it also indicates his vision. So if I was to move up right now, he would spot me, but if I went left and up, he wouldn't spot me then. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna find out right now though, so let's just get rid of him. Because we can. Pick up this rag, just in case. Good. A library. Not something that's very important to us because, you know, we're not the studious type of individual. Reading does really nothing for me. I'm considering just bypassing this place. The only problem is that nighttime is coming up soon. So I gotta be certain that, hey, can we make it to a different map? That's gonna be good for us. So I'm gonna skip it altogether. Sunset in 3 hours. Found a house. That's perfect. My AP, I should have counted my AP first, because as you can see now, we have enough for... Well, we still have enough for hopefully 1 hit kill. Thank you. We need this window to pop open for us. And it is open. Thank you. Close. And don't cover just yet. But this is where cereal and sweater antibiotic. This is where hungry and depressed. It's not good. Cooked meal is stale. Orange. Might as well. Nope. Cereal 8, 16 for this. 17 for that. I mean, we are quite hungry. So, just might as well have these potatoes right there. Morale is very low, but we're gonna get this back right now when we sleep overnight anyway, so yeah, we're not gonna read there either. We just gotta make sure that this house is cleared. Sunset in 1 more hour. And make sure in this hour that we can find recipe book with medicine. Well, it seems like we're sealed off through here and here, so... Oh god, I thought that was a zombie or that. Cover this up. Remember that sweater that we have? The extra one? And we come down here. Cover it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are safe for the night. Get this morale back up, get this AP back up. Everything is good. Perfect spot for us to wrap up for this one. I hope you have enjoyed our little return look at Terminus. Very, very fun game, obviously. Project Zomboid, Cataclysm. It's all there. It's a nice little package of both things right there, but it's a game that we covered a long time ago. It's now in version 9.7, so it seems going to be completed very soon. I would have loved to have seen a vehicle or so just to show that off, but unfortunately we had no luck with that. All the information down below because you want to pick this up for yourselves and check it out. Fun game still. I'll catch you next time.